Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Movie League. As you can see, I'm by myself again. So in between our weekend reviews together, we will be doing segments on our own. So if you haven't already watched Rod's, definitely get on it because it's really, really good. So it's called The Way Back Flashback, and I think it's Beyond the Deep, I think, is what his segment this week was on. So basically, he'll be doing films from like our childhood or films that he watched a few years ago. So he'll be doing a lot of flashback reviews. My segments are going to be called the Wine and Wine Time, where I'll be literally having a wine and having a wine about things that I don't like. Not today though, so that's kind of an introduction to the next episode that I will do. Today I'll actually be talking about something that I really, really liked, and I will not be having wine because it's a little bit too early in the afternoon for that. But yeah, tune in for the next one that I do because it'll get interesting. But today I really want to talk about season 2 of Wolf Creek. So we had the pleasure of attending John Jarratt's panel at Supernova a couple of months ago now, and yeah, we were really lucky. We sat in the front row and got to ask him all these questions, and very intimate, and it was great. Such a fan of John Jarratt. I think he's an iconic Australian actor. He's in a new movie called Bore, which is coming out soon, and Rod actually worked with the director of it a few years ago on a horror film back up in the Sunshine Coast, which is pretty exciting. So yeah, Wolf Creek season 2. First season for me, I'm going to be honest, something was missing. Very much like the Star Wars saga. It was one of those things where I was like, oh, just leave it alone for a bit, you know. I thought it was really weird that they were bringing the series back. I mean, I loved the movies, but I was kind of just like, oh, okay, this is a bit different. Maybe do something new. Anyway, yeah, so something was missing for me for the first season. Second season, completely different. I was, saw the trailers, got really excited about it, and then finally got around to watching it after we went and saw John Jarratt at the panel. And I got through it in one sitting because I was just so, thrilled by it. I'm not going to give away any spoilers because I really, really want people to watch it. It's only 6 episodes. They're about 45 to an hour long. So really quite easy to get through. And yeah, a lot of Australian actors in it. They show a lot of beautiful parts of Australia, as they always do. And I guess, the one critique that I have, so I'll tell you the storyline first. So basically it's a group of tourists that are on a tour, obviously, to go to the outback. So they're all on a bus. It's a couple of friends, family, a few couples, random single Kiwi, and he's hilarious. And yeah, so basically there's an awkward encounter between the tour guide and Mick Taylor at a servo, and they have a bit of a awkward chat about the job, and the tour guide pretty much says that, Mick wouldn't be able to do his job, and Mick kind of takes it offensively, and he kind of takes over the role eventually of the tour guide, trying not to give much away. So yeah, he kind of takes on the role of a tour guide later on, and essentially abandons all these tourists in the middle of nowhere, so that way he can kind of hunt them down, which is, not nice. But really cool storyline, really cool twist at the end, which I was not expecting. If the story had just developed as it was going, I would have been totally happy with it, but the twist made it better. It made it it heightened it so much more. My couple of critiques, as I was getting to before, heaps of Australian actors, which is really great. The only thing for me is that when you have Australian actors who are doing accents from, European countries, the US, Canada, things like that, you've got to make sure that your accents are 100% of the time. You cannot falter. Unfortunately, at some points throughout the series, they do kind of, fade in and out between the Australian accent and what they're meant to be doing, which is a little bit unfortunate, but obviously, it's a minor thing, and it would be so hard to hold on to those accents all the time. So I guess a minor little detail, which I always fuss about. For me, the song that was used in the trailer, shouldn't have been the opening song. I feel like, you know, Game of Thrones, Westworld, those kind of shows that have those really awesome opening sequences, you get like excited to watch the opening sequence even though it's exactly the same pretty much every week. Whereas this one I kind of skipped through it because it was just too long. The song was the same but not like that worthy song of the TV show. I don't know. Anyway, great for the trailer but not for the opening. Again, another really minor detail, and probably the biggest thing for me was the ending. It was a bit of a cop-out. If you watch it, you'll understand. I guess that the whole storyline leads to this peak, and then it kind of just like, oh, all right. So yeah, that's my very short review, trying not to give away all the details, because yeah, definitely worth watching. Like I said, it's like 6 episodes on a day off. It's something kind of easy to watch if you kind of like those series. I love them. Yeah, so rating wise, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. I really loved it. I cannot talk highly enough about this show. John Jarratt, super fangirl. So yeah, that's me for this week. Rod and I will be back on the weekend. We're hoping to see Hereditary. I am so excited to see it. So fingers crossed we can get to it and we'll do a review. Otherwise, like and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram, Twitter. We're getting our social media. We're up in the game a little bit. We're getting there, guys. So yeah, thanks for all your support, and yeah, I'll see you on the weekend. Have a good week, guys. Bye.